up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, Mr. Wonderful, Hawkeye, MT Paranormal Life?
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, you know,
Enjoying the weekend?
I'm trying to think of something to say, but you know, I ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing, man.
Ain't got nothing.
Yeah. Here we go. We could go. Welcome to Kicking It with the Crew. Today we have MT Paranormal Life, Hawkeye, and Mr. Wonderful.
Never heard wonderful sound so distorted.
I know. Mr. Wonderful.
He's getting into that Halloween vibe.
I know.
With the talk of death.
You guys dressing up this Halloween?
Oh yeah.
I'm a hot dog.
You're a hot dog?
Yeah.
Hey man. After Halloween, can you send me that suit?
I sure can.
I'm gonna put Trapper in it and let him run around the woods on a live hunt as a hot dog.
Get a spray him with some pheromones too.
Some pheromones on the hot dog. There we go.
Comes with mustard, ketchup, relish.
And he's not even here to defend himself. So,
hey Jack, I'll send you my costume.
If you vote Trapper in, raise your hand to wear the hot dog. He can't.
Absolutely, I'm in.
Oh yeah,
yep.
I am in.
He's in. He's the hot dog running around the woods on a live.
There, I got you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hey Jack, I'll send you my costume. You can run around the woods as Skelleboner.
Oh Jesus! You got to send me a picture of that.
I will. I'm getting a costume on Monday.
Nice.
You said that you want a picture of it, like.
MT, what are you going as?
Ghost hunter.
Ghost hunter.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
You gonna paint your face like in a like skull?
No, I think I'll just put some lights on and put a bag on me with some stuff in it and go find some ghosts.
Nice.
That sounds like fun,
so
man.
Pretty much just like most days. Not going to be any different.
We got to get you a Ghostbuster gun. One of those ectoplasmic guns.
That's what I was trying to think about. I was just doing a Ghostbuster thing.
I could dress up as like a ketchup like squeezy bottle and chase Trapper.
There you go. There you go. That sounds like an idea.
Didn't the Ghostbusters have like a dog? Didn't they have a dog at some point?
No, I don't think so.
The first one. I don't know how many Ghostbusters did they even come up with?
They come up with 3.
Yeah, I only saw the first one.
Is the newer one a fourth, or is that the third one?
I think that's the third one.
Yeah, isn't it all girls or something?
Yeah, it's all, no. I'm sorry. There's a fourth one.
There is a fourth.
The all girls is the fourth one. The third one is the grandsons of the original actors.
Yeah. There's one more. There's one more out.
Yeah.
Where which one was it? I can't remember, but it's about the granddaughter of the guy that put the Ghostbusters together.
Oh yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the commercial for that one yet.
It's been out for like 2 years, maybe longer than that.
So what do you think do you think on Halloween we do a Halloween live, and what if we all painted our faces? Do you think it'd make it like any of the cryptids or paranormal things out there a little weird?
Could be.
Could work out.
Maybe. I mean, I think you're onto something. I wonder if we can go bigger than that. Making Trapper run with the costumes kind of a start. I wonder if we could do something. You know, I'm gonna start thinking. I'm gonna start getting the old head rolling. I think we're on to something with that.
Yeah, doing a Halloween live, like dressed up. I mean, it like you can't wear like maybe having our faces painted. Oh, we lost Chuck.
Did we lose him, or did he turn it off?
No, we lost him. He'll be back though. As soon as he comes back, I'll put him in. What if we painted our faces and went out? What if the cryptid seen that? Wonder what kind of reaction you get.
Like, is this like any kind of face paint kind of thing? Like,
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys. I hit the wrong button.
that's all right. We got you back. Like, what if I put a skull on? What if I did my face in a skull and went out? And they're used to seeing me, but now they see me with a skull face.
Yeah, I don't know. That might irritate some things out there.
yeah, because they don't like change. You don't want.
Yeah, they're like me. They don't like change. I hate change.
Yeah. I wonder if that would make the action pick up.
Very well could.
Yeah. We got some haunted places out here with like a lot of I don't know. I don't know if you want to call them superstitions, but it's more like myths, I guess. Like we have a cemetery out here. If you sat in the chair, that chair is gone now. It's been gone for like many, many years. But if you sat in the chair, something bad's supposed to happen to you or a family member for like the next 8 years.
I have enough bad luck. My bad luck's now turning around.
Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Cameraman, did you check and see, make sure that this live is on your YouTube channel?
It's a recorded one right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I'll put it up.
I got
it. Okay.
Yeah, I was
That's
wondering
why I
why I
was
wasn't seeing no comments or anything.
I was confused. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just I had one drop yesterday, so I gotta wait the full 24 hours.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So what do you think, Mike?
Well, painting your face, painting up, doing something different. I think that it'd be something cool to try. I wonder if we're gonna do it just for a big bang. Maybe there's more we could do.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to it. But that could be, I mean, that could be something. I mean, unless somehow if you're talking about cryptids that are there, if they see you the way we think they would see us, they might notice that. But if they don't necessarily see, if their vision's not quite what we think, maybe they won't even notice.
Yeah. They might hear your voice, but
maybe someplace that's familiar with us. I don't know. That way they might recognize you. If senses are like more smell and things, they might recognize you, but then they might be like looking like, wait, it doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something there. Could try.
Yeah. I think we got to try it.
When I get notifications, is it gonna like make the sound on the live?
Oh, it don't matter. I could block it out.
Oh,
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
okay.
It wouldn't be one of the first videos that have beeps and all kinds of notification tones while we're on.
So I was thinking today, well, after the puppy bit me, I think that I'm gonna bring train her to go out with us on hunts. I think having a dog out there would be.
Yeah, that would be. That's something that, you know what, that might be. There you go.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something to add to it, something like a step a little bit above something other than just painting your face up.
Yeah.
Bring the dog with you.
Yeah, when she gets a little older, put a camera on her.
Yeah, like a GoPro.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll
something
trigger
like that.
some. That'll trigger some stuff with having a different animal out there that you know things aren't used to seeing.
Even if you don't put a GoPro, just bring the dog with us.
Yeah.
See what kind of activity happens if anything's different.
Yeah, even putting a GoPro on her and letting her go, let her, run around.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll run into something and give us a good look at something.
Exactly. Because apparently dogs can sense things that we can't see in that.
Right.
Same thing
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
cats.
Yeah, it might actually alert us. We could use that as extra maybe evidence.
Right.
If we're hearing something, if we're kind of being aware of something, and then if the dog senses something and kind of is alert to that, it could just point towards the same, direction that there's something going on here that we're recognizing, and the dog is actually showing it too.
Yep.
Could
Making
happen.
it where if she turns to look at something, we're getting her point of view.
Oh yeah, the camera. Yeah.
You
Yep.
might be able to like even put on a I can't even think of the word what they're called for your EVPs. Let her roam around, see if you get anything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, but you
A
don't want to
voice
have her
recorder.
running off leash though.
No. I mean,
Yeah, you
but
want to keep her on. You want to keep her on leash.
I'd give her a 100-foot leash.
Yeah, that would work.
You be getting wrapped around trees, and you have to go running up, catch up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just like at 3, leave her at home base.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Or
could
we go
even like
around and
put
see
a tie out, and leave her stationary.
Yeah. Put some lights up, some glow sticks so things come towards her and see what happens.
This sounds like something out of Helltown. Did you ever see that? Where the people used to sacrifice the goats, and they would tie the goats to the tree and leave them there.
Yeah. I'd like to get over there to Helltown. That place is creepy.
Where's that at?
Here in Ohio.
Boston Village was the name of the old town.
Yeah. Boston Heights.
Boston Township, I think, right?
Yep. Boston Heights, I think. Boston Heights or Boston
okay.
Township.
Yeah, it's not far, like half hour from here, from us, over in Portage County.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about this place, Hawkeye, but they cleared out everybody that lived in this area. Made them all pick up and move.
So like
Yeah.
a Chernobyl, like a completely abandoned city.
Well,
Yeah.
who was the president when it happened? It was it Carter?
Carter, I believe.
Carter, yeah. It was the Cuyahoga, right?
Yep.
Cuyahoga Forest was, well, this is what they say the reason was. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories about it, but the reason, I guess on paper, was they were trying to expand the park, Cuyahoga Forest. And this is like one of the first times that the government actually claimed eminent domain on Boston Village and took their land from them and basically gave them a payout for the size of their land, and basically forced, the military was there to the last day making sure everybody left, because they forced everybody off the land, and they used their land to expand the forest because of the shortage, or I think it was because of they needed to expand the forest. So that's what the reason was.
Area.
Yeah. And then there's all kinds of things that happened. There's a standoff with a cult there, with police shooting. That's historically documented too. So there's history of like cults being there, all kinds of weird things.
A Wendigo.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
huge. Yeah.
That sounds like something I would drive over there for.
Oh, I'm telling you, you'd want to go back there. They got these kids went back there, and you can see it on YouTube, their video. And one of them ended up, I don't know if it was one or two of them ended up dying from this thing that had horns on 2 legs. And I mean, it looked like, you know what I'm saying? And it was a Wendigo.
Yeah, they wrote it off as a bear attack.
Yeah.
I think that would be something for Guardian VC Racing, huh? Put on my YouTube channel, doing a little ghost hunting instead of racing all the time.
Yeah, a little Wendigo ghost hunting. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a cool decal for one of the cars.
Oh yeah,
like a werewolf Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
I told the cameraman there, if you guys want, all you got to do is send me the stickers of your YouTube channel. I'll put them on my cart. I have no problem with that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I already got the cameraman crew on the one side.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, I'll send you one. Sure.
Yeah, definitely. You're more than welcome. Send 2 of them. I have 2 carts.
Yeah, my channel logo is the one that's in top left of my screen. That's kind of like one of my main ones.
Yeah, we'll put one on my cart and one on my son's cart.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, yeah, congratulations on your win. Awesome, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
thanks.
there you go.
Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll go back to back as long as we're racing. I mean, they're calling for like a 22% chance of rain, and the odds of that happening are slim to none.
There you go. Yeah, because if it doesn't rain here, it's not raining there. So
Yeah, we're pretty close.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
hopefully I can get a back to back and won't have no conflicts or anything like that. So
Yeah, it's nice to see the cameraman link on your winning cart. It's awesome.
well, the
So
next
it's you
picture I'll
and
get it with your actual logo.
Yeah.
I'll spin the card around and I'll have it in the picture with me. So
There
Cool.
you go. So it's you and who that's racing?
me and Dakota.
Okay. I wasn't sure which one it was.
Next year it'll be me, Dakota, and Brandon. I'm buying him one over the winter time here so we can get it built.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So yeah, there'll be three of us out on the track next year.
That's good odds. One of you got them.
And we'll have 3 GoPros, so we'll have 3 separate videos, different
There you go.
views and stuff. So that's gonna be cool.
Better
Yeah,
get
so
your
that-
shake and bake going on that.
So that'll be coming up next season.
So
Yeah.
I've never really watched like racing. They're considered go-karts.
Yeah, they're racing go-karts.
Okay. And I was going to ask you like just about it. Like, is there certain like levels of like competition and like where at, what kind of level do you race in, and kind of like, I guess, are there limits to how you can build the cars for the level?
No, actually there's not. You can build to whatever. You can run strictly gasoline engines like I do, and they have alcohol engines you can run.
Oh wow.
Is there a CC that you got to stay within?
With my division, we run a 212 Predator motor, and that's 6.5 cc's.
That ain't bad.
No.
But there's other size engines. There's a 224, which is our next step up. I think I'm going to buy an extra motor next year, and it's going to be a 224 because we're going to start a different class called Run What You Brung. So
That'll be kind of like top level tier.
top levels. I mean, if we could bring the alcohol cars out, you can be running against them. It's basically a run what you brung, and whoever wins wins.
So how many people like come for this? Like, are there people that are from like all the way from like where I'm from that come up, or is it just like a local?
For us, it's just local, but there are other tracks out there that are bigger that they come from all over. I follow a guy. He races out of I think it's Maryland, and he goes all over Maryland. He goes all over Ohio, Pennsylvania, and he's also on YouTube. I just don't have his YouTube name, but yeah, I follow him on TikTok, and I'll tell you what, I want to go as fast as he goes.
So what is the top speed of the carts, or does it vary?
They vary. We timed ourselves last week. I ran a 13.2, and my son ran a 13.1.
Okay.
And
I
that's
wasn't sure they were going like 40 miles per hour or something like that.
you can top out about 40, 50 mile an hour if you have the right engine. It's all about engine setup and the right clutch and gears that you have.
Okay.
Of course, for weight also,
Oh yes, you definitely have to have weight. Right now I'm running just my weight and the go-kart weight. I have no other weights in the cart. But if you have the right setup, you can be unstoppable.
Yeah.
So I think over the winter time I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna scale me and my son in our carts. That way we know where the proper weight is, so we're not struggling into the corners,
Right.
Because that's where a majority of our problem is going into the corners and coming out, where we're pretty much drifting the corners, and you don't want to do that because you're losing momentum.
I see a lot of it, like on your last race. I've seen a lot of that happening, not just with you, but with everyone, basically.
Yeah, if you watch the videos, you can actually see that we're working the steering wheel a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're losing a little bit of momentum, but not very much. But this past Sunday, I had my cart dialed in. I got it going a little faster, and I just got lucky enough to squeeze around the guy in first place, and I won off the last 2 laps. So
there you go.
Yeah, congratulations again, man.
Congrats on that.
Awesome.
yeah, that's my first career win since I started racing back in 2001. I raced down in Florida stock car racing.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, me and my dad built a car from the ground up, and we took it out racing. And I started out in stock car racing, and it's a little more expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My dad did round tracks.
Yeah, that's what we did. We did circle track. We did dirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would rather pay $179 for an engine than $3,700 for an engine.
Yeah.
So it's a little cheaper to do go-kart racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got to get you both down here for a hunt. That's what we got to do.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting ready to be laid off next month, so I'll have the time.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Basically, my time just goes off of the weekend.
Yeah. And what state where are you at, Ryan?
Michigan, not far from you.
Nah. 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, 3.5, probably 4.
So he's about the same distance as I am away from you.
Yeah.
3-4 hours.
Actually, my brother-in-law and sister are going to be moving to Pennsylvania.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, Pennsylvania's a nice area.
What part?
I think they said it's Nichols that they're going to.
Where?
I think it's Nicholson or Nichols.
Nicktown?
Which one?
Nicktown?
It could be that. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I just know it's Pennsylvania somewhere.
It's an interesting name, Nicktown.
Yeah, that's only probably about a half hour from where I live.
Oh, okay. I mean, if that's where they're going, I mean, they're gonna be new to the area. So, like when you said about the go-kart racing, I mean, my nephew and my brother-in-law could get into that.
Oh, absolutely. The more the merrier. We always love having new people come out. Yeah, try it out.
They're gonna be completely new.
I mean, if they want to try it, I'll give them my card at the end of the races and let them turn some laps and see if they like it. If they like it, you can get a card anywhere from $900 or $750 up to $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, has anyone ever just brought a cart from like Craig's Cruisers or something like that, like a simple cart like that, and just basically upgraded it from that, or is it like?
That's pretty much what you do. Is you just buy a cart body and build it up and throw a motor on it, get a clutch and some rear gears, and have at it.
Okay.
I'm coming in with a tractor motor on my stuff.
That might not be a good idea.
I'd have to go in that class, ride what you bring,
Run what you brung, yeah.
Go to one of those go-kart tracks, the local ones, and bring your own cart. And you're like, no, I just want to use mine. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, there would be some gear changes going on. There'd be a lot of work to go into it. I mean, there is work that you got to put into. I mean, and weekly repairs, and good thing it's pretty much zip ties and some bolts and nuts and
yeah.
That's about the summary of mechanics, right there.
Yeah, I quit being a mechanic because I hated working on cars, but now I have no choice.
Yeah.
But at least you're working on like something that really benefits you and enjoyment. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. I've always loved racing. It's one of the best drugs, to be honest with you. It's a great adrenaline rush.
anything outdoors is benefit to you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You know, our hunting season's in. It's been in for 2 weeks now. Me and my boys and my next door neighbor, we've been out archery hunting and stuff, and getting go-karts ready, and been pretty busy.
Speaking about that, have you been out hunting and heard anything strange?
I was not, but Dakota was. He went out up in the tree stand, and he was calling in some deer and got a couple of tree knocks behind him.
Oh, wow.
So, and that's when very next day, that's when we noticed that tree arch I sent you the picture of.
Yeah.
So he's back up on the mountain. He's been hiding a lot.
Yeah.
Really hasn't been showing any evidence of him being there until just recent.
You said that was Dakota?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
had some tree knocks coming in behind him. And I think he's kind of a little upset because they're doing a lot of logging in our area.
Yeah.
And they stripped out a whole big area. So he's probably not very happy.
Right. Well, also that, you know, hunting season, they'll move up higher.
Well, like you and I discussed before, Jack, that we have the sister of the Appalachian Mountain right behind my house.
Right.
Like literally, I drive 2 miles up the road and I'm on top of that mountain.
Yeah.
So
I gotta get down there and do a hunt. But yeah, that's what we're finding out here is some areas they're moving out of and going up higher, like during hunting season. Deer will do it too. You know, they'll get out of public hunting areas and go sit on private property.
Oh, absolutely. They're smart. They are smart.
Yep. And that's what we're finding. Like last year around this time on my notes is we were going into flatland, you know, looking for them and found out that was hunting. And it's like they were nowhere around. So we leave that location, go into another location that was private property, no hunting, and there'd be like tons of activity.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not dumb.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yep. How many times have we been coming back from someplace and just driving down the main roadways and we see deer on the sidewalks all the time?
Yeah.
It's like coming into the cities from the woods. Yep. They're just out like waiting at a crosswalk and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we get that. We get that every now and again. It's not very often we see them in town.
Yeah.
We see them in town all the time. Like I can just walk to the gas station and there'll be a group of them. I'll be like, hey, what's up?
Now, is there hunting nearby where you're like walking to the gas station or?
No. I mean, yes and no, there is, but it's, I would say it's frowned upon. You don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go get caught shooting a deer in town, boy. Let me tell you, that's a healthy fine.
Yeah. Now, do you live in a city, Mr.
Yes.
W? You live in a city?
Yes. Yep.
Is there any like parks or forests or anything like that around you? Well, there's deer around, so there's got to be something.
Yeah, I mean, there's forests by us, but also it's like all lakes that's surrounding us most of the time. So, yeah, they basically walk from the one side of the woods and come all the way to the lake side, and then they just walk around town getting a drink of water, and you'll see them leave.
Yeah, gotcha. Any activity up by you, Mr. Wonderful? Cryptid activity?
Not really. No. We've actually had some weird experiences not too long ago. We've had, my daughter noticed it actually. It was kind of crazy. We were outside and she pointed up to a window and said, "Hey, look." And I was just like, "Okay, what's going on up there?" Like nothing's there. And I walked away and she said, "Oh, it's gone now." I was like, "Oh, okay. Maybe it was my other little one just playing in the window, right?" Like, then I noticed that she was outside. Like my littlest one was outside with us. So, and she goes, "Hey, look up there again." And you could see, I wish I had my phone for it. but you could see like the curtain move, open and close. And then I was like, that's not normal. That shouldn't be doing that at all. Didn't think
Sounds like a
anything
little
of it.
peekaboo action.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. I didn't think anything of it because there's heaters, there's vents. I mean, could have been anything. So we go inside, and all of a sudden, like we're all in the kitchen, not doing anything, and all I hear is a door close. And I was like, okay, that's not normal. That's not normal. That's starting to make everything make sense. Was her going, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. And the curtain moving. So yeah, there's some weird things going on right now.
Yeah, it's like this time of year.
Yeah.
It's the Halloween season, man. So, everything could be going pretty weird.
Well, I think this time of year, always everybody's senses are more open. You know what I'm saying? People are looking around more at the colors changing,
Yeah.
Listening more, birds and, strange things. People pick up more strange things than usual. It's not like your summer, the trees are green, birds and things are outside. And now with the leaves coming off the trees, noise echo more. So you might pick up a knock or something and, turn your head and see something weird in the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have had that up where my coworker and I eat lunch. We were out checking something out. I think we were looking at snakes or whatever, and we had a couple of knocks behind us. So I had the back of an old pool cue that I had found laying on the road, and I went over and knocked on a tree and got an answer back. So
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often to hear a reply back.
Right.
Yeah, it's very, very rare for our area. Very rare.
Oh, yeah. Then I should mention this that cemetery I was talking about. You can go there and you can there is, I don't know anyone that's done it recently, but you used to be able to bring baby powder, and if you went out there on Halloween night at midnight till 3, of course, witching hour, if you went out there and you put it on your windshield or on your back windshield or whatever, at that time you'll start seeing like kids' handprints on them. They'll start popping up. I mean, I don't know a lot of history on it, but I've been wanting to do more history on it. I just know it's a very haunted area. It's one of the most haunted areas in our area. There's another cemetery that's the same way. You'll see people walking around. You see shadows walking around all the time. It's actually like in the top 10 most haunted places in Michigan.
Oh, wow. Have you ever wanted to go out and try the baby powder?
I have, but again, never get the time to do it.
Why don't you go try it? That'd be awesome. Make a video of it.
Film
Make a
it.
video of it and send it in.
I'm going to try doing it this Halloween. Get some friends of mine, and if we do that the podcast on Halloween night, I'll do it on here. We'll give it a try.
There you go. How about this? This is going to be the kicker. Taking a chair and putting it back in the cemetery. And then
people have done that. People have done that. Still nothing really happens. They're still fine. I think it was just that one chair.
Yeah.
That happened. The first person that did it, my parents said that their dad had a heart attack and passed away right after that. Like, it was 7 days after he sat in that chair, and everyone heard about it, and it was like, okay, we ain't messing with this chair anymore.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I probably would not.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it could have been a coincidence. The guy was like in his late 50s. And I mean, it could have been a coincidence, but again, it's like, what are the odds of that exact timing he sat in the chair? And then 7 days later, he had a heart attack and died.
Yeah. Well, life has weird ways, man, and things happen.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back.
One of the first places I ever really seen something that was really paranormal, something that was really just unbelievable was at a cemetery, and it was over in Shalersville. And I just happened to, there was a medium that was in the chat talking, and they gave me a message. They were like, "Who's at the gate?" Because if leading up to that, they were giving me messages, so I was listening to what they were saying. And then when they gave me that message, "Who's at the gate?" I wondered what it meant. And there's that mausoleum, and I knew there were, gates in front of the mausoleum. So it hit me after I heard the message, and I'm like, "Who's at the gate?" And I was like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Oh, maybe the gates at the mausoleum." And I turned towards the mausoleum at the gates, and there was a full-size person standing at the mausoleum at the corner. And he just looked like he was gray. Like it looked like a smoke. Like it looked like some person made out of smoke. And the instant I turned and I recognized, like I saw it, and then before, I processed, I just seen something. I saw it like dissipate. Like it literally like went to the ground and dissipated. And that was the strangest thing. And I don't know what it is about cemeteries. Well, I mean, people are buried there, but what it is necessarily about maybe something residual, some part of you when you die, how it's still there around where you're buried. If that, that seems to be like a
kind of like an attachment.
Or somehow, like maybe an attachment to your body or something. But something about just, you think of a plot where their bodies are buried is just kind of a little disturbing to think about, even though it's not really, you got to bury somebody somewhere. So,
right.
But that's kind of like the cemetery thing kind of made me and voices, hearing EVPs and recordings. That's why, I started after it's been about a year, I've been doing content on YouTube, and I wanted to do like a documentary kind of style focusing on EVPs and voices.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That's why I kind of went for the cemetery, because I've captured a lot of EVPs at cemeteries and burials. Like you might not think of like certain areas as cemetery, but in the same sense, it is. Like you look at like over here in Kent, there's a burial mound from the natives that lived over here from 300 BC to 600 AD is when they analyzed their bones. That's when they determined that's where the era they were from. And, it's just a mound, but the dead were buried there. So I still think of it as what you would think of as a cemetery, but, places like that, I'm getting voices on recordings. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of like a focus on that. And
what you got going on, Mr. Wonderful?
Well, we started talking about ghosts. This light doesn't work, and I turned it on.
That's strange.
That's kick ass, dude.
This light literally does not work.
Well, we just had some phenomenon at your place caught live.
Is it plugged in?
No, it's one of those old ceiling lights, like like you flip a switch and everything. It's the whole light bar.
Okay.
And this light bar hasn't worked in forever.
And now it's just flickering. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Ask it to do it again.
I didn't even ask her the first time.
Ask again. Ask it again to see if it can shut it off.
Can you turn the light off?
That's weird.
Yeah. That is really weird.
There's actually, it looks like there's a light going on below it too. That was strange.
So it's above the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking at at first I was focusing on the lamp back there. I thought it was the lamp, but
no,
it's the bar above it. Okay.
Yeah,
there it goes. It just flickered again.
Is that one of those halogen lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flickering.
Yeah, I have those in my shop.
Flickering, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that flickering going on. That's pretty cool.
Worked in.
Yeah, it's flickering on and on.
Even lighter now. It's starting to get brighter.
Well, isn't this fun, guys? My
That's
first
actually pretty
podcast,
cool,
and
dude.
we get something.
Look at that. Start talking about it, and it's happening for you.
There we go. All three of you can start coming this way. Let's investigate.
Right?
I ain't calling no Ghost Adventures. Well,
Yeah,
y'all
there
can
you go.
come over
Just
here.
call empty paranormal life.
Mhm.
So that's what I want to ask about. So paranormal. How realistic do you think Ghost Adventures is? If you've watched it.
Well, I've watched some of the earlier, I guess, seasons of it. I haven't really followed it in the past. This was like just in my interest before I even thought of doing anything like this. I was always, always had a curiosity about what people were, you see people documenting some things and it's interesting. So I watched some of their things and, I think some of the things that they've documented are really, really interesting paranormal things, I really don't know. I don't necessarily have an opinion about their personal experiences.
Okay.
Because part of me thinks they're doing a network show. So maybe a little bit of slight exaggeration on what they're feeling and what they're thinking about might be, made to be more than it is. It's possible, but I really don't know.
Right.
But
That's what I keep on thinking too. It's more of it hooks you in every time
yeah,
they give you a reaction, and it's like, okay, how much of it is like, are they actually getting documents of something, or are they kind of playing it out to get more viewers to show?
Well,
Well-
I think that is TV. You got to
Right.
keep. For them, they're making. You got a TV channel that has to make money. Now, regardless of what the guy's feelings on are about it, you got to have some kind of, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hey, not to
you're
interrupt you
gonna
guys.
have-
Hey, Ryan. Hey, slide out of the way a minute. I think that light went out.
No, that light's still going.
Is it still going? Maybe it's
It-
just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been broken for years.
But there's people out there that fake it to make it for views, and just the same as TV. I mean,
Yeah.
there's people that are out there to give you. You're not on TV. They just don't want you to have a boring show. You know what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
need the ratings, so they
Yeah,
make
I
it.
think
Oh,
I think I have to agree with you on that, Jack. I think a lot of the stuff they have people set up in different rooms.
yeah. Now, regardless, I think they have a great show. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that they do great work. How genuine is it? Only they know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
well,
I
I
mean,
could
they almost have they're almost at 30 seasons.
Yeah.
I can tell you that some of the evidence they've documented, I believe is real, and I believe that they've captured some really crazy things, as far as paranormal activity. But then the personal experiences, I can't really say too much because you know how it is. Sometimes you'll experience it, and if I feel something like I don't know what it is, whenever I get, sometimes I'll feel a static charge at places, and it always seems like the left arm gets it. And and whenever I feel that, I'll mention it just for personal experiences. So I don't want to like say that they're embellishing because that happens, and you just when you feel it, you call it out. But I've seen some really interesting things on Ghost Adventures that they captured at like trying to think of the name of that, some of the places they've been. But I think one of the earlier places they've been to, one of the first things was there was an object that was thrown at them.
Yep.
Yeah, that right there. When I seen that, that was like, wow, you happen to be there and capture some kind of being that or entity or something that was physically able to manipulate an object and throw it at you. And there's, and they actually had that, I mean, if somebody went through this whole length to fake that, that would be be pretty tough to do. I think so. I think that
Right.
they're pretty authentic. Some of the stuff I've seen, in the first maybe 4 or 5 seasons I've watched of it.
Yeah.
I think the places you go is the big thing. These guys are going to places that not too many people can get to go to that don't have access to.
Exactly.
And,
like
they get those experiences.
Right.
yeah, like Pavelia Island. No, I don't think anyone's allowed over there.
What, the Doll Island where all the dolls are?
Yeah, you're not allowed over there without permission.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things that
I believe
as they-
Alcatraz is the same thing. You're not allowed to go to Alcatraz without permission.
You can go to Alcatraz on a tour, but you cannot go to Alcatraz to do a paranormal investigation without permission.
Okay.
Right.
Like they have paid tours to go to Alcatraz.
Right. Now, with any evidence, depending on where you are, like even we get evidence that I got to write off because it's like, okay, well, we seen someone back there. Was that someone that we seen
Or something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you can't.
Yeah, a lot
can't
of stuff
come
you
out
got to try to
and just
debunk.
assume.
And
Yeah, you
Hey,
just
while we're talking about this, I just want to say one of the, if not probably the most impressive, or I should say amazing thing that's been captured that I've seen on video was when the cameraman was live there at Claim 3.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't seen it, there's time where, like Jack and others who hunt, especially hunters too, use red light, right? Because red light is good to see your prey, and the spectrum doesn't interfere with their vision, so it doesn't make them like try to get away from white light.
correct.
Using red light at Claim 3, and in that red light, there's some kind of a entity that creeps in and moves real close to him, and it's just right there.
Yeah, and then
If you haven't seen that,
goes away.
you have to see that, because there is no doubt 100%. If you want to actually see some kind of an entity that is present, that is noticeable, that you can see, that is right there, he captured it, and he was live.
Really?
And ever since then, I've flipped 100%. I have to have red light spectrum. I have to have that red light now, because there's proof that, and I guarantee you wouldn't have seen what you saw unless the red light was on it at that specific point in time.
Yeah, it came in and it just kind of came in, looked,
Man,
and then
I'll
backed out.
show it to you right now. I'll present that and show it to you if you want to see it. I don't think anybody.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you could show us.
All right. I'm ready to debunk everything.
Oh, good luck with this.
The old light switch was hit.
Oh, with that, okay. Let me show you
Okay.
this. Let me get this here, because this was. I got to bring it up on my one of my windows here first, and then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'd like to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was strange, and I was sitting there. I was kind of speechless because I was like, I'm seeing something. Yeah, this is really strange, man. And it just came in. It was taller, came in like kind of looking down at me, looking at the equipment, and then just.
Yeah, and that was when you went to 3 live, and I had my kids that weekend, and I wasn't able to make that hunt, and I did watch it from home, and I saw that, and as soon as I saw that, I was just like, what was that? And then I automatically went right back, rewound it, and clipped it, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, there's something there.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up here in a second.
All right, I'll put it up when it goes up.
Go ahead and,
you can put up like videos while you're like on the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not that tech savvy.
All right. Let's see here.
That's what I have Jack and my kids for. They do all my technology for me.
There you go.
I gotta find it. Just had it. Where'd it go?
So while he's looking for that video,
here you go.
How long have we been friends now, Wicked? Well, Jack.
Not long enough.
14 years.
14, 15 years.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
Can you see that?
Yes.
All right.
You gotta, yeah, there you go.
All right, you ready? All right, now if you want to see this, this is on his live stream from. This was like probably what the second visit to Claim 3. He went live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and remember the first time we were there were so many footprints. Remember all those prints we got the first time?
Yeah, going in.
There were prints everywhere.
Everywhere.
Big bare footprints everywhere. It's crazy. And then here you go.
Watch over to the right.
It comes into view. This is him streaming live here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Right there. Yeah.
Now watch how close it gets. Yep. And then fades out.
Here you go. One more time. Yeah, look at the sparkly, look at how it's glistening. See the sparkles around it?
Yes.
And then there it is. It looks like a little face and something hanging down right here.
Backs
Right.
away
It
and
almost
disappears.
looks like
And
don't
there's
even really
nothing
know.
there. I walk up to there and I'm like, what the you can see the whole body.
Yeah, and that's that's taller than you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely not
Now
somebody
he's gone
standing
again.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
it was
not
on
like
live. Everybody was, watching it live. It was
Especially me, because I was so at that point I saw that and I was so ticked off that I wasn't there that night.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of things we can't get to do anymore, especially when we have kids. You know?
Well, I mean, you can do it. It's just frowned upon if you did it.
Exactly.
Just like you obviously you want to go watch a football game or something like that, and you're stuck at like a birthday party. You're not just gonna leave your kid there all day and be like, "Oh, don't know what happened."
I'm gonna leave my kid here.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in about 3 hours.
Bathroom's down the road to the left.
Yeah, a lot of my riding season has been stuck at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got my grandkids, so a lot of my riding. Thank God our club understands that I got kids and.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you find like for me, my boss is very, very understanding with any kid issues, life issues, whatever. If you need to leave, he's okay with you leaving. He's been phenomenal.
That's awesome.
That's the great part about being the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get something happens, I just say, hey, we're calling it a day, or you can figure out what to do for the rest of the day, but I got to go home.
Yep. Because I just made foreman not too long ago, so.
Oh, congratulations on the upgrade there.
Yeah, thank you. From crew leader to foreman, and man, it's made a big difference.
That's awesome. So, Hawkeye, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Out of all the time that you lived in PA, what's the most moment in that time that you've lived there that you've said to yourself, how many times, or what's the best time that you remember that you can talk about of you going hearing something, seeing something, go, that's definitely a Bigfoot, that's definitely paranormal, that ain't no human, because you do have those mountains behind you.
There's been plenty of times to where I get that WTF is that,
Yeah.
I've lived in this area practically my whole life, but yeah, there's been a lot of I've had a lot of paranormal activity experiences with lights flicking off and on, people walking upstairs when nobody's home, doors opening and shutting. That's what got me actually into the paranormal, was having those experiences, hearing screams out in the woods. So
now, here in Ohio, we kind of always hear women screaming. You know what I'm saying? Not like it's paranormal, I would think, or maybe it's a Sasquatch woman. We have caught a what we call a wild woman. Well, one of the subscribers, admins have named it a wild woman. We have caught her on film. We don't know if she's cryptid or really a woman that lives out there, or if it's just paranormal, you know.
Well, she wasn't physical, so
Right. So
The
we
newest
hear
thing that,
a woman kind of screaming a lot. Now it's not a fox because coyotes make those kind of screams too. That's
right, you can definitely, as an avid hunter, you can definitely tell the difference between human and animal.
right.
Yeah.
And these were definitely not, a human call or animal call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we tend to get those, and I could probably pull 20 of these instances up,
God,
of these
easy.
screams. Do you get like those, like a woman screaming? Have you ever heard that out there?
I have yet to hear it, but as being a motorcycle rider and stuff like that, your hearing kind of goes with loud pipes and a lot of the jobs that I do, affects your hearing a lot. But I have heard of a rumor of a little girl in the woods in a white dress that's right at the top of the mountain, actually where we're hunting, where we have our tree stand and our deer blind and stuff. Apparently she roams that top of that hill, and my boys said they have heard her scream. They've heard it. So
Yeah.
The caves, man. Every time we go to the caves, if you want to, like the video I just released from our last time at the caves, I put it in the intro, the screams again, because we hear them all the time when we're there. And there were an easy 2 examples there of really loud, obvious sounds like screams from somewhere. One sounds higher pitched and one sounds lower, like it's definitely a male voice or something.
Right. How about you, Mr. Wonderful? Anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, we live in a very old town. Like this city is very old, historic. There's haunted houses here. There's a haunted house that's a restaurant now. Also, that's like 30 minutes away from me. You can go in there, order some food, and you can see a shadow walking like in broad daylight.
I've heard of that place.
The Kirby
I
House
can't
is
remember
what
the
it's
name of it,
called.
but I've definitely heard of it.
The Kirby House in Grand Haven.
Kirby House in Grand Haven.
Yep. It's a haunted place. There's other mouse cemeteries. That one that I was telling you about with the chair. That's in Montague. The other cemetery that's in the top 10 most haunted places in Michigan is Nunica Cemetery. That one, they do tours for that place because there's so much activity that happens there.
I believe that Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters have been there, to all those places you were talking about.
Ghost Adventures has not made it to Mouse Cemetery. They keep someone has been telling them to go. Like, we keep saying, like, hey, come out here. We got a lot of stuff. They did go to a place in Michigan. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the highway place, because we do have a haunted highway out here. I don't remember what it's called, but if you drive out there at like 11 o'clock at night till 4 a.m. or something like that, your car will start having troubles. Like your whole car will just start shutting down, not working for like a good 2 hours.
That's nothing normal for my car.
Yeah, I was gonna say my wallet's ain't deep, so yeah,
some worn out battery cables will get you there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oop! I hit a pothole. There went the battery connection.
Exactly. But I mean, there's a ton of haunted places out here. There's places out here that make you think like that. You get your like, oh, what was that? Like, there's Indian burial grounds around here. My friend and I actually had an incident like probably 8 years ago now, maybe at least. We were driving home from a friend's house, and the area we were in, it does have an Indian burial ground. But we were driving back home. It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were about to go to the street light, and all of a sudden we saw something walking on 2 feet. It was decently tall, and then once it got just a little bit outside of the street light, it just got down on the ground and lay down and just disappeared. And I was thinking maybe I was just tired and didn't say anything at the time, but I had to slow down because I obviously saw it. I slowed down thinking, you know what, I don't want to hit it. But I was just sitting there for a little bit, and I was like, am I just seeing things? Am I tired? And I look at my friend, and he's like doing the same thing. He's just constantly looking straight down there and just like, did you see that too? And I was like, yeah, I saw it. But yeah, there's tons of places like that.
That's weird that you say that because I just had that happen a couple days ago. I seen something really big and I seen it like lay down and then it kind of just vanished.
Yep, it
And
was
I
a
said
black
it on a
shadow.
video. I was like, I hope you all seen that because that was crazy. And it kind of just got down like this on its hands and I seen it like leaning like this and then all of a sudden it was like, foop, gone.
Yeah.
You know,
It
now that
had
you
a
guys
lean in it
mentioned
too.
that,
It leaned forward like it had a hunchback.
Yep.
And it just walked across the street, and it just gone. It made it all the way across the street, and then it just laid down and disappeared.
Yeah.
now that you mentioned that, I had an
See?
incident down in Florida where I was driving on a back road. Yeah, believe it or not, there's back roads in Florida.
Oh yeah.
And it was a dirt road. I was going back for a tow, I believe, because I worked for a towing company down there. Cruising down the back road, it looked like something ran out in front of me, and I swerved to miss it, and ended up down in the ditch. And the guy come up and was like, "What was you doing? You just swerved and for no reason." I was like, "There was something that ran out in front of me." Him and I looked because I could have swore I hit it. There was no tracks. There was no carcass, nothing.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I've had that kind of experience now that, you know, some old memories are popping back, seeing how you guys are talking about them.
Yeah.
I just seen a video of it's not that new, it's kind of older, but there's a truck driver on I think it might be overseas maybe where it came from, but it's from dash cam where it looks like somebody walks out in front of a semi and he like locks up and he's trying to like steer out of the way and just goes right through it. And you could see it on the dash cam. It looks like a person walks out, but it's not there.
Is that where then he stops and gets out of the car and it shows it on his rear view that there was?
Yeah, that there was nothing there. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's definitely an older video.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the same one you're talking about, but
yeah, but that kind of thing seems to, happen with some kind of residual incident or something that seems to like repeat.
Yeah.
Seems like something like that where they repeat something that happened where people will see the same scenario happen over again over time.
Right.
Like somebody walking out into the street.
Yep.
Yeah, it was almost like the other night during that hunt. It was almost like they were going, because people say that they cloak. I'm kind of like 75-25. 75% I believe it. 25% it's like, man, it's hard to believe it. It was almost like this thing was made itself shown, like here I am. Now watch this, I'm getting down on the ground and boop, I'm gone. Like,
Yep.
what the, I even walked up there, I was kind of cautious, but I even walked up there and there was nothing, but I can tell you there were fresh tracks.
Actually, I have another incident. And there was 3 of us this time. It was at our friend's house. It was late at night again. Now this one could have been like his older brother or something, but the odds of it was just too good to be true of it because they have motion lights. And the motion light went off, but if you would think about it, with motion lights, you would think you would catch their shadow at least running. So what happened was we were hearing noises outside, thinking nothing of it. We were chilling in his living room. We were hearing noises. Could have been his older brother again, but we don't know. But all of a sudden, we just heard everything go dead silent. Like there was not, you couldn't hear wind, you couldn't hear anything. The TV, everything. All of a sudden, we saw it was the whitest palm of a hand that we've ever seen smack the window, and it just dragged its hand down the window. And our friend literally bolted. I've never seen him move so fast. Like if he had a broken leg, I mean, that leg would not have been broken anymore. Like it looked like it was not broken anymore when how fast he ran to his parents' room, woke them up, like screaming, like there's somebody outside, somebody outside. The motion light went off, and his dad went outside and we asked him, "Did you see anyone?" He was like, "No, there's no one out there." But like even if you guys were out there, you would have saw a shadow of at least somebody running. We didn't even hear footsteps running.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of weird things that happen here in Michigan, like in my area. So it is a fun place to come to investigate. We have an asylum that opens up once in a while. Can't remember what it's called. I think it's Elysian. I think it's called Elysian or Elysian Asylum that opens up during Halloween. This time, really only, and it's a abandoned asylum that you can take ghost tours in, and they give you ghost equipment and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about a hand, I had a thermal one night. We were at Claim 3.
That Claim 3.
I had a thermal, and I'm out, and this thing on the thermal, I couldn't see with my own eyes. I kind of seen like a little something, you know what I'm saying? A little something there. But on the thermal, I had like a hand come at it, and I snapped it, you know, but behind it, it looks like there's something else forming. That thing was pretty strange.
Right.
When you see something like that and don't see it, you know. So I mean, that's where that percentage comes in, that 75%, you know. But after the other night, I seen it with my own eyes. And Tin Man, he said he swore up and down that he had something standing right next to him. You know, it just it's like this time of year things start kicking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, around October, you know, that's you know, they say the month of the dead.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, I mean, we're talking about
I put that hand in there.
Yeah, there it is. And there was nobody standing in front of me.
Well, the weird thing is that there's heat to it.
Yeah, and that was taken unalive.
That's what's throwing me off is like.
Yep.
Yeah, all that orange
back behind
orange
it.
red, that's all heat.
Outline of a face too. You can almost see an outline of a face right here.
Yeah,
that's the thing too. Like if you're looking in the background, it isn't the background all blue, like how cold it is.
Yeah.
So you would think like that, like
blue would be cold. The green is kind of like a
warm,
coldish warm.
Yeah,
like a lukewarm.
And it was cold out, wasn't it? It was like
your min there is 41 degrees at the darkest, and then your max right like at the palm is 71.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure how close that was to you for the max.
That was right across that that like I want to say like a little ravine kinda. Remember there was like a little ravine right there, and it was standing right by that tree, and I was trying to get you guys to come back, and I was like, there's something standing.
Yeah, I remember, like I was recording then, and I did a video that night too, and on the video I had cut in your view that night and showed that right when you made that call on the radio about it.
Yep. And there was nothing in front of me.
Yeah, and that's the same place where that weird looking transparent entity was in the red light. That was the same place where you seen that hand reaching for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that was another. Were you live then, or were you recording? I can't remember.
I was live on that.
Yeah, that's right. You were live then too.
Yeah, nobody's seen nothing in front of us, and I had the thermal up.
Yeah,
looking it.
Yep. So it's just another one of those things where it's like people try to debunk the evidence. It's like he's got a thermal in one hand taking the picture, and he's live with his camera in his other hand. How could you possibly think he's got a third hand reaching for the thermal? You know, doesn't So it's like people like to just automatically try to say something's not real without even thinking about it. But claim 3, as you probably seen there, Hawkeye, with the red light and that thermal.
Yes.
Whatever is there is something that is real, something that is, I don't know necessarily what it is. Apparently it could do something and make itself almost look invisible, as you've seen in the red light.
Well,
And
my thoughts are, like I said, I'm going to be getting laid off. I'm coming over.
Come on.
I just got to make sure that, I don't have any other things going on or the wife's not working that weekend, but I'm going to come over on a Friday.
All right.
We'll do a Friday night and Saturday night hunt.
Perfect.
Sweet. You talk about the screams too, because that was one of the guy at Claim 3, right? One of the things that always was bothering him was he kept hearing the sound from the woods, was like a screaming and rapping on his house, and like something was trying to like get his attention and doing all kinds of things.
Yeah, I'd like to do.
Reached out to Jack.
I'd like to do a Bigfoot hunt and a paranormal hunt. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, that's what we do like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. It's easier. Like I had a comment saying, that's pretty cool because, these places, it's nice to say, okay, well, Mike will do the paranormal part. We do the, and we can, determine on what was going on there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier that way instead of saying.
Well, look at Claim 5. When we were just at Claim 5, your video's up. Mine, I think, next week I'll post my video. But I was running my equipment. We were hearing strange things, and then soon as I seen that eye shine from the off to the side, that was really tall.
Mm-hmm.
And then we set up the cameras to watch that way, and we heard those sounds, which I don't know what the hell that was making that sound. Whatever it was the weirdest sound I've ever heard. Right then, I just went out of like, I can see whatever's going on here is not some kind of spirit or something that's communicating. I'm like, whatever it is here is more than that. So I might switch my focus, and that's what'll happen when we're working together. I'll see what's happening. Yep. And if things switch and all of a sudden we're getting a lot of activity, like there's some kind of a entity or physical being somewhere around here, whether it's completely physical or not, but it's not a spirit, then my focus will kind of shift, and I'll try to just pick up, document extra evidence that I'm aware of, and not worry about what I'm not sure of.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'll do too.
Yeah, the same way.
Yep.
But all right, gentlemen, I got to get off this live.
Right,
I got some racing stuff I got to get going.
Let's wait for Mr. Wonderful to get back here. There he is, Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, I got to get the car loaded up and with all the gear and helmets and GoPros, get them charged and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, see, you're a YouTuber.
No,
we won't put you in that category, man. But yeah, now you understand. You gotta charge equipment, get your stuff ready to go out.
Yeah.
But just to give a shout out to all the people that come over to Guardian VC Racing and supported us, and the likes and the comments. We're all amazing, and it's something I appreciate.
Yeah, and I'll leave a link down in the bottom of the description.
Yeah, and Jack, thank you for all your subscribers coming over. You recommended them to come over, and Paranormal, give me that sticker out here, man, and we'll get it on the cart.
All right, man, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll throw you a bone, you know.
All right, sounds good to me.
So,
Mr. Wonderful, thank you, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, no
I
problem.
see the
This
light's
was fun.
out, huh? Light is out now for sure, huh?
Oh yeah,
Looks really dark now.
yeah. My littlest one bumped the old light switch.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But
Well, at least it got
again,
debunked. Now you can be worry free.
well, actually, no. I really can't because I walked away because I saw like a shadow go by my window.
Tell it to jump out the window and stay out.
Yeah. Jump out the window and lock it. You're not allowed in here.
You're not permitted in here. This is my secret place.
All right, everybody. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. Subscribe to MT Paranormal Life. You can go to the home page, scroll all the way to the bottom. We got the racing team there. He's down below. MT Paranormal Life's down below. You know, give them a like and a follow. Do great stuff, both of them. And amazing race, man. That was a good win.
So yeah, everybody look for a video to pop up tomorrow. As long as we're racing, the videos will keep coming.
Awesome, Mr. Wonderful. Thank you for being here tonight with us.
Let me know. I'll come back. This was fun.
You got to come down. Go on a hunt and
man.
Yeah, me and Mr. Wonderful there got to set up a weekend that we can come down on a Friday and Saturday, and Jack and MT, you guys can take us out.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a heck of a good time.
That's the same for like hunting out here. I mean, there's tons of weird things that happen out here for paranormal. Like it's you can find something out here. That Nunico place, you're gonna find something.
Oh yeah, there's something everywhere.
There's people that you can show up and thinking that, you know what, no one else is gonna be out there. Not a single person is gonna be there. You go there, there's like 20 people already like doing ghost hunting stuff there. Like you're not gonna be the first person there doing stuff.
It's a big thing, man, especially in October.
It is. All right, y'all. With that said, I'm Jack the cameraman.
I'm Hawkeye.
Mike, MT Paranormal Life. Stepped on it, brother.
All right, y'all. Thanks for being on the show.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Later.